you can spend a ridiculous amount of money building one of these simulator setups and trying to make it feel as real as possible. Better steering, better screens, better graphics, better motion. You can keep going and going with it. But once in a while, you have to remember there's an actual world outside the room. So instead of sitting here pretending to drive somewhere, I figured I'd actually get up and go somewhere. Guys, I think we've done enough. We've done enough simulation. If we're not playing Truck Simulator, we're probably looking at Truck Simulator content on Facebook or whatever. I was just upstairs. It's really nice outside. It's summertime. I quit. All right? So let's go outside. I'm going to do a couple of these vlogs in the next couple of weeks or months, and hopefully I can inspire you to do the same, to get up out of your seat, go outside like your father and your mother always told you, and let's go have some fun. And let me show you something, because it's not just you that needs to have fun. Our dear friends need to have fun. Check this out. Where are you, Figuroni? Hey, Figgy, you want to go to the park? Do you want to go to the park? You know, I have a question for you, sir. Do you want to go to the park? I don't think he wants to go to the park, but we're gonna go. You know, I spend a lot of time trying to recreate driving. I've built this whole setup around making it feel as close to the real thing as I can. Then you get into an actual car, you roll the windows down, you've got Figgy hanging out the window, and it kind of reminds you that there's still a pretty big difference between simulating driving and actually doing it. There's no graphic settings, there's no force feedback adjustment. You just get in and drive. Of course, you got to be careful. There's a risk and there's also fun. So you can go to a dog park, or heck, if you don't have a dog, you can go to any park. Just look on your map, man. Just take out Google Maps, zoom in around your house, and just start putting little markers everywhere. Head out, do something, but do something different. And this is one of the places we've been coming to. The funny thing about this dog park, it's never really the same twice. Sometimes we get here and it's absolutely packed. There are dogs everywhere, everybody's running around. Figgy's chasing one dog, or the other dog is chasing him. He has no idea what's going on half the time, and heck, neither do I. So Figgy's about 1 year old. This is pretty much the perfect place for him. Run around, find another dog, chase something, smell something, get distracted, and do it all over again. And I like coming here too. I spend a lot of time at home, I spend a lot of time at work, and I spend a lot of time on the simulator, playing games, messing with settings, as I said, looking at hardware, and heck, when I'm done with that, I watch videos about the hardware, and then I'm on the forums on Facebook about the damn hobby. There's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, I like doing it, or I wouldn't have built all of this stuff. But sometimes you just need to get up and leave the house. Head out to the dog park, and all right, here we are at the dog park. What is it? We're here, man. Chill out, dude. And it doesn't have to be a dog park. Actually, if you don't have a dog and you just keep showing up at dog parks, maybe people might start wondering what you're doing, or maybe they just might accept it as you're just hanging out and trying to make friends, man. But if you don't like that, you don't feel comfortable, pull up a map, look around where you live. There's probably parks, trails, nature areas, little county parks. I bet you've driven past all of these places 100 times and never actually stopped. Pick one and go there. The next weekend, go to another one. It doesn't have to be some huge trip. You don't have to plan a vacation. You don't need to drive 3 hours away. You can just find somewhere close to you that you've never bothered to check out and go see what's there. And Figgy gives me a pretty good excuse to do it. Now, Figgy probably isn't the dog that most of you recognize if you've been watching my channel. That would be, well, Uno. Well, he's my red Pomeranian Chihuahua, and he's about 15 years old. He doesn't really come out and do this kind of stuff anymore. He's an old man. He's earned the right to stay home and relax. That's why I always put him in the simulator with that little CGI video you guys see in the bottom right corner. Even if you don't physically see Uno very much anymore, he's still here. He's a huge part of the channel just because he's been by my side for so long. Figgy is the opposite right now. Figgy wants to go everywhere but the simulator. And we've actually come out here a few different times while I've been making this video. One day, it was super stormy. The sky was dark, the wind was blowing, everything looked completely different. And it felt like probably we had no business being there. The other time we came here, there were dogs everywhere. Everybody was running around, chasing each other. The whole place was just super busy, and I loved it. Then we came back again, and it was hot, it was quiet, and there was barely anything going on. Same park, completely different attitude every time. And honestly, that's one of the things I like about going outside. It's not always the same, and sometimes there really isn't much happening at all. But that's the beauty of it. I think we've gotten really used to feeling like something always has to be happening. There always has to be something in front of you. And sometimes it's actually nice to just go somewhere and not have much going on. Walk around, sit down, let the dog run around. Look at the trees, whatever. You don't really need a reason for any of it. You know, I tell myself I'm taking Figgy to the dog park, and obviously I am. He loves it. But he's also forcing me to get out of the house. He doesn't care about a new wheelbase. He doesn't care about frame rates. He doesn't care about any of this stuff in the simulator. He knows there's a door, there's a car, and he wants to go somewhere. Because when he gets there, there is fun. And if there's fun for Figgy, there's fun for me. Eventually, we get back in the car and we head home. And the funny thing is, when I get home, I'm probably going to turn on the simulator. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's really the point of all of this. I'm not actually quitting Truck Simulator. I still love it. I still love building stuff. I love driving the simulator. I still love messing with all of this ridiculous hardware. I will just occasionally quit Truck Simulator and I will continue to make these videos. Because simulation is great. You can drive a truck across country, you can race a car, you can fly an airplane, you can do all sorts of stuff that you might not be able to do in real life. That's what makes it fun. I just don't want to get wrapped up in recreating all these experiences that I actually forget to go out and have a real experience. So play the games, build the rigs, buy the ridiculous stuff, spend way too much time changing settings, and try to make everything perfect. But after doing all of that, just every once in a while, turn it off and go somewhere. So there's always opportunities, man. Look in the little weeds over there. Yeah, look at this plant. What is that about? Check this out. Let me take you over there. That's crazy. It's fun. If you stay curious and you investigate stuff, you discover all sorts of cool stuff along the way. Get out here. Come join me.